Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and it's time for some gas today. And this gas has got my name on it. The first puzzle is called High Mark, and I am sure I'm the mark in question. So anyway, let's just recap where we are now. There are only 2 days left to enter our 3 times a Sudoku competition on Patreon, but plenty of time left to watch Simon's remarkable solve of Fistamafel and why he judged the puzzle to be an April Fool. It is worth watching the whole video to understand that, but is it worth watching the whole video? That's up to you. Now, that's on Patreon. Of course, there's our apps out there and Sven's Sudoku Pad, all that good stuff on merchandise. Today, this is a very late time for me to tell you this, but today was the 4th day of 4 in the Sudoku Grand Prix this month. You have to select a time when you have 1.5 hours free between, well, I don't know exactly what times they use, but it's somewhere around midnight my time, so you probably don't have 1.5 hours left now, even if you went straight over and tried it, so I'm sorry about that. I tried it this morning. I had a real problem. I spent over half an hour trying to get my printer to connect up to my laptop and totally failing. What I had to do in the end was create a dozen blank grids, and then once I'd got the password and started the clock on the 1.5 hours, I basically had to input the given digits and solve in that way on screen, which worked out a lot better than I'd expected. There are some benefits to solving on screen, probably because I've been solving so many puzzles in this way for so long. I'm quite used to it, and you get the unwind facility if you need it, which I think I used once. So it turned out not to be as much of a time suck as I thought, and does raise the possibility that I could have a go at recording my solve in a Grand Prix in future. Might do that, maybe for Patreons, but it does mean I've also had some practice at quite approachable puzzles today, and genuinely approachable Sudoku ought to be a bit easier. These are the puzzles created by Philip, Clover and Sam on the Daily Sudoku channel of the Discord server, and they make them genuinely approachable. So there are times set for 1 hat for a fast time, or 2 hats for an even faster time, a dinosaur if you finish it without those, and yeah, I'm looking forward to giving these a go, especially as this first one by Philip has my name on, High Mark. Now, I think this is a sort of gentle jibe at the fact that I very rarely understand what his titles are about. And I'm none the wiser now, except that he's just referencing that, and the fact that I often don't know what the titles are, I suspect. So, in this puzzle, I will go through the rules of each puzzle, and then I will have a go to record my time, and we'll see how we get on. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in corner circles, so that's all these circles that appear on corners of cells, must appear in the surrounding 4 cells in some order. So these cells must contain 1, 3, 4, and 5, for instance. Digits in cells separated by a V must sum to 5. Digits in cells separated by an X must sum to 10. Not all V's or X's are necessarily given. Sorry, I'm still suffering with a bit of a cold, so I'm keeping my throat wet and maybe dabbing. Anyway, star product is the next puzzle. By Clover, a value outside the grid here gives the product of all highlighted digits in its row or column. Ah, yeah, okay, we did one like this in the March challenge, I think. So those 2 digits will multiply together to give 12, because they're the highlighted cells. I hope you can see the pink on your version. Right, then we go on to a classic Sudoku by Sam. Normal Sudoku rules apply, and that's it. Then How I Set Gas by Philip Newman, which looks like a crazy machine or flowchart diagram. That's very funny, actually. Digits along arrows must sum to the circle total, so those 2 will sum to that one, etc. That's a lovely arrangement. I'm most amused. And then Outside by Clover. A clue outside the row or column tells you some digits that appear in the first 3 cells in that row or column. For instance, row 2, columns 7 to 9 must contain a 4 and a 5 because there's a 4, 5 here. Yeah, so that is something that has been knocking around the world of Sudoku for a long time as an idea. Yeah, interesting. They can be quite intricate when hopefully not so much on a genuinely approachable. But anyway, those are the rules. Do give the puzzles a try on the links under the video before watching my solve. You will find, if you're a little bit nervous about some of these variants, that once you've understood the variant, the puzzles aren't too bad at all. But enough waffle. I am going to start now. I'm going to try and remember to restart my clock each time. Let's get cracking. Right, 1, 2, 3, 5 there. That must be 1, 2, or 3 with a 7, 8, or 9 there. Oh, all of these on these must be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, those are also from 1, 2, 3, or 4 for that circle, and these two as well. So now we've got a quadruple there. So this is a high digit, 6, 7, 8, or 9. It's on an X, so that's 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now we've got 4 in this row. So that is 5 or 9. Can't be low anymore. Ah, it's on a 6, 7, 8, 9 circle, so it must be the 9. Right. That's 6, 7, or 8. We've got 1, 2, and 5 around this one. That is a high digit, 6, 8, or 9. So that one's not 3 because this 2, 6, 8, 9. That has to be a shared between the two circles, so 6, 8, or 9. Ah, this can't be 5, so it's low. So we've got all our lows in that column, 6, 7, or 9. These also are from 6, 7, 8, 9. That's low. I'm not really busting through this, I have to say. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. There might be some conclusion I'm failing to draw. That's a 1, 2, or 5. So that's 1 or 2. That's 3 or 4. That can't be 2. These are from 1, 3, 4, 5. These are from 1, 2, 3, 5. 2 must be up here somewhere. So that's not a 2, and that's not a 3. So 3 is in one of those two cells and not there. That's not really information. Gosh, I'm stumbling around a bit now. Ah, 2's in one of those, so that's not a 2, and that's not an 8. This is now 1 or 4. 3's in one of those. Do I know about this V? Not really. That can't be a 9 anymore, so that's not a 1. Ah, that's 2 or 3, so this has to be a 1, 4 on the V. Couldn't be 2, 3 anymore. So that's not 1 or 4. Now we've got a 1, 4 pair here, so that's 2 or 3. That's 7 or 8. This is much harder than I was expecting. 2, 3 there. So this is now a 1, 5 pair. 2, 3, that's 7 or 8. Don't know what's going on up here. That didn't give me a huge breakthrough. I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4 quad in the row. And that's not giving me a breakthrough either. 2, 3, 1, 5. They're very specifically done there. Gosh, well, this is classic Philip Newman, tripping me up early on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those two add up to 5 as well. So that can't be a 4. Therefore, that can't be a 1. So then there's no 2 there. So there must be a 2 on this V. It's a 2, 3 pair. That now has to be a 4. Because if that adds up to 4, it can't be 2, 3. That's it. That's 1, 4. Ah, well, I've got this the wrong way around. Those two add up to 5. So that is not 4. That's what I should have been saying. 7, 8, 2, 3, 1, 4. Right, I might be on the track now, but it's taken a while. They can't have a 3, so they're a 1, 4 pair. That's a 3, 5 pair looking at that cell, so we get another digit finally. 6, 9 there. So this is a 2, 8 pair. 3, 5, 7 to go in the row. Actually, this one can't be a 5. 2, 3, 9, 1, 4. Don't know which of those is which. This one can't be 7. So that's a 6, 9 pair, and that is 7 around that circle. That's a 1 around its circle. Maybe I'm just not studying the circles enough. That could well be. That's become a 6, so that's a 9. Now that's a 4. Gosh, there is a knock-on effect every time you get anything done here. But it's taken me a long time. That must be a 6 on its circle. So that's giving us a 6 by Sudoku out here. 7 in the middle row must be there. 9 in the middle row we can place as well, weirdly. Those don't have a 1 in. That's a 2, 5 pair. There we go. That becomes a 3. 7 there. That's now an 8. 2 there. Yes, this is... that's a 3. That sorts out the 5, 3 pair. There we go. 2, 8. Yes, the 5, 2 pair sorted out. That deals with the 2, 8 pair. Lots of the things I was wondering about are getting resolved now. Right, we need a 6 in this row and an 8 and a 5 somewhere. 7 is in one of these cells. These are 6, 8 as a pair. That's 7, 3. So there's a 7 here and up here somewhere. 6, 4, 3, 7, 1, 5. We get a 2 there. 8, 9, 6, 7, 3, 2. That must be 4. That's 5. Right. 1, 5, 9, 7. We get a 4 there. 1 and 8 to place here. Don't know which way round. That's 3 or 7. 8, 4, 6, 9. That must be 5. That's 1. There we go. 6, 8 pair. That's not 5. There is a 5 down there, so that's 8. That becomes 3. 2, 6, 5. I'm really still not done now. That's a 9. Naked single. 7, 5, 8, 2, 3 there. That's now a 3. So that deals with the stuff at the bottom. This isn't a 9, and that's not a 5. So that's 5 in the column. 1, 2, 9, 3. Wow, okay. I'm struggling to do these corners now. Maybe this bit. Yes, I can do the 7. It is right to concentrate on the non-corner bits first. Right, 3, 6. Then a 1, 9 pair. 6, 4 at the top. They can be done. That doesn't finish off everything at the bottom. 9, 8, 2, 1, 9. That's now a 6. Right, now we should have the wherewithal to finish off 1. And oops, that was a 9 that I accidentally overwrote. 2 there. 8, 4, 9, 1. And as long as I haven't made any mistakes, finish in 8 minutes and 4 seconds. Could easily have missed the 2 hats on that time. Maybe by 4 seconds. Gosh, I found that a real struggle to get started. That puzzle would have fitted very well into the Sudoku Grand Prix. Just harder for me than genuinely approachable. I'd certainly call it quite approachable, at least. Interesting. So, well done, Philip. Nice puzzle. Now, and thank you for the high mark, but you got me with it, as you will have hoped. Star Product by Clover. So here, normal Sudoku rules. Oh yes, this is the product of the numbers. Okay, of the highlighted cells. Okay, so let's restart the clock and let's go. Products first. So that has to be a 1 and a 4. Right, this one can't be a 4 for its product. So we get 1 there, 6 there, 4 there, 2 there. The 12 in the column has worked and wasn't needed as a clue. Oh look, that's a 1, 2 pair. Oh, and that's 3. Okay, these corner clues, very helpful. Can't really approach these 24s, especially if I'm not being given the other clues. Right, those two can't be 1 and 6. They must now be 2 and 3, and that can't be 6. So they're actually all resolved. So I've done all of those product clues apart from these 24s at this point. That is a naked 1 there. So I can then put in 9. That's a naked 4, and I've got a 3 and 5 to finish the column. Again, this column's got a lot filled in. Naked 7 in the symmetrical position. That's a naked 5, quite similar filling of that column. Now, we get a 6 and a 9. We can finish them off. I'm looking at row 2 now. 1, 3, 5 for the rest, which is quite interesting because it gives me a 1, 3, 5 triple in the box. 8, 2, 4. That doesn't let me fill everything in, but let me try this row first. 9 there, then a 3, 4 pair. This is very useful. 2 and 3. We've got 6, 8, and 7 to go around the corners. That's become a 5 by Sudoku. That's cleared up the triple. That's now a 3. Now, sorry, coughing fit coming. I think we're having to look at the pink cells again. 1, 8, 5, 7, 2, 3. That's 4, 6, or 9, but it can't be a 9 in a 24 product. Now this can't be an 8. Now that's become a 4 or a 6, so that's 1 or 4. 1 times 4 times 6 is 24, so I think that's what we're looking at in this row. Now in the column, 1, 2, 6, or 9, but it can't be 9. 2, 9, 5, 1, 4, 3. 6, 7, or 8. Can't be 7. So if that was an 8, we'd need a 3. No, that must be a 6. That's not. So that is. And then this is 1 or 4 because of the middle one. It's got to be 1. There we go. That's all the products completed. Now what? That's a naked 5. That's not naked. 2 can be placed in the box. This column, yes, 9 there, 4 and 3. That was useful. So 1, 2, 9 triple, which we'll sort out soon. 6 and 7, 6 and 4 along the top, still unresolved, and a 9 there. 2, 8 and 7, no, the central column is still not helpful. Let's try the central row just in case. That is naked. That's 7 or 9. This one I don't, 2 or 7 I suppose. So a useless triple across the middle. That's become naked, right, that is helpful. So this is a 6, 8 pair that are now resolved. 3 and 7 there, 1, 4, 8. I can't do the 1 and 4. Some symmetrical uncertainty left. That must be 5. 5, 6, 8, 3, 4, 7. This is 9 and 2 down the middle. The central column finally is helpful. And I must be finishing off everything on the outsides now. 1 there. This is a 7. Got a 6 to finish the central box. 1 and 4. 6 and 4. I didn't get the tick. So I've entered something wrong here. I'm not going to ask the machine to tell me what I've done wrong. You probably spotted it as I did it. My goodness, I can't see it. 1, 8, 2, 9. Sorry, you're staring at what I've done wrong and wondering why I can't see it. And I don't know. Hopefully I've just overtyped 1 digit. Because all the boxes look right. Scanning the columns. Yes, there's a 7 needed in one of those cells. So I said, let's go back to where I put in 2 and 9 there. That should actually have been 2 and 7. That's the 9. Dear me. What a ricket. That's probably going to cost me my my hat again there. And deservedly so. You may well say 4, 6, 4, and that should finish it. Crumbs, sorry about that. Oh, well, 5 minutes 23. I might still get the 2 hats because I've been going along pretty niftily. I remember looking at that and going, yep, 2 and 9 there. How am I thinking that? What's wrong with my brain when that 9 is sitting in the column? Very disappointing. Maybe I've tried to do too many puzzles today. That's never been a problem before. Right, let's have a... Oh, it's a classic next. Okay, so no need to explain the rules. Let's just plow in and have a go. Okay, 5, 6 pair, helpfully in the first box. 8 and 7, 9 pair. So let's have a look at the symmetrical box. 1, 2 pair there. 3, 4, 5 triple, so I can place 7 in the row. 8 I now know because of the 5, 6 pair I got at the top. 5, 6, 1, 2, 8. So that is a 4, 3 pair. That doesn't resolve my 7, 9 for some reason. Probably because 4 and 3 are not 7 and 9. We get a 2 there. I know, I keep dropping these knowledge bombs without warning. It's crazy, isn't it? 5 and a 4, 6. Now we need an 8 in this column. It's got to be there. That's not a 5. Oh, but we need a 4 in the column. So that's a 3, 7, 9 triple. Ah, we do have one of them resolved thanks to a pair. Now we can place 2 and 1 in the top row. That gives me 6 in this box and 2 and 5. So box 3 is nearly done, as is box 1. 9, 7. Now box 3 is done. That's a naked 4. There's a 3, 7 pair. That's a naked 5. That's fixing the 1, 5 and 1, 2 pairs. This is a 5, 3 pair that are resolved. Must be able to finish off this box. Yes, that's done. Can't finish that one yet. Right, this is 1, 2 and 8. So I can place the 1. 1, 2, 4, 7, no. 1, 2, 3. Yes, they're all done. Right, 2, that's fixed 8 and 2. 8 goes here. 2, 4, 8, 5, 1, 6. These are from 3, 7, 9. They include a 3. 1, 2, 3. These, I just can't really do them. That's not a 3. 2, 8, 9, 4, 1. These are from 5, 6, 3 and 7. We need a 5. That's probably the last one in the grid. That's 3 or 7, so that's the 6. That fixes 4 and 6. Now I can start this triple. That can't be 3, so 3 in the box is there. That's 7. That's sorting out the whole of the central box. And that should get everything else. Yeah, I think so. Again, barring mistakes, I think we are done there. 2 minutes 39 seconds, so pretty speedy for that one. I mean, there's a lot of information. This pattern is a lovely pattern to look out for because it leaves these 5 cells. And if you get that pair looking into those 3, they're very isolated here. So I do like patterns which kind of shut off chunks of a box. They're very helpful to look for. Okay, so now on to how I set gas. Which I think is just because rather than actually an education in how Philip does set gas, it looks like a kind of flowchart diagram. That's what I think is going on. Anyway, let's have a go at this arrow Sudoku. Ooh, this can't be 9, 8 or 7. It's either 6 or 5 because it's got pairs coming out of it. Both sides. Should I be able to do that? What, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5? Then we'd, oh, in fact, that must be 9 because 9 can't be on an arrow. So 8 in the middle row. I suppose it could be there or there. In fact, this is 2, 6, 7 or 8. So this one is 2, 7, 3 or 1. Can't be a 7. 1, 2 or 3 there. This has to be less than 6. So 2, 4 or 5. I don't think this is the right way to go about the puzzle, but nonetheless I'm a bit committed to it now. Oh, 9, 9 again. So we get a 9 here. Now, this can't be 1, 8 or 5, 4 or 3, 6 because those two are both looking at that cell. So that's a 2, 7. Now, that's got to be 2 because it's less than central digit. This is now a 4 because it can't be a 3. So we get a 6 in the middle. So that can't be 3. This is now 4 or 5. This is also a 1, 2, 4, 5. That can't be 6. Oh, that didn't change anything. This must be 8 or 7. Because it can't be the 3, which must be there. But I don't know. I've got a 4, 5 pair and a 1, 2 pair in the row. Now, looking up and down, much more sensible thing to do. I've got a 1, 5 pair here. 8 is bigger than 3, so that sorts out. If I could type the 1, 5 pair. That sorts out this 2 and 4, 7, 8, 1, 5. And I think the central column and row work now. So I've got 8 and 5. Well, I can tell which way round they go from the arrow. 1 and 6 there. Again, that arrow would give a 10 in the circle if we put 6 on the arrow above the 4. These arrows are incredibly helpful now. I mean, there's so many of them all over this thing. That's a naked 6. That's got to be 7. 1 and 4. We get a 2 and a 6. That must also be a 2 or a 6. Now, let's keep using 2 or 3 there. So 6 or 7. Keep using the arrows is what I'm trying to say. 6 or 7 there. So that's 7 or 8. This is 2, 4 or 5. Well, it can't be 4. That just doesn't work. It's 2 or 5. And there is a 2 on this arrow. Yeah. So that's a 3. That's 2. That's 7. That makes this 6 and this 7. This one becomes a 3. This is now 8. Sorry, I hope I edited most of that coughing fit out in which I entered only one digit. 8, 1, that's a 4, 5 pair. I think it's going to come back, the fit, which is annoying. We've got a 6 and a 2 there. 4, 5 making 9, and this has been straightforward, especially for a Philip puzzle for me. 2, 6. 1, 3 goes there, 4, 5, that's a 7, 8, 9, and a finish. Okay, now I'll get the coughing done before we look at the next puzzle. And I've finished my drink, so let's hope the fit doesn't return. Now, have we done 4 already? Yes, we've done Philip twice. We have done 4. Right, so the last, thank goodness for my throat, of these puzzles is by Clover, sometimes called a frame Sudoku, I think, but this 1 and 2 must appear in those 3 cells, that 4 and 5 in those, etc. Okay, let's restart and give this a go. So 1 and 3, I mean, we can do our ordinary pencil marking to indicate that it's stuck in the box somewhere there. 3 must be in one of those 2. Now 1 and 2 are here, so that's not a 1. More importantly, that's not 1 or 2. So there's a 1, 2 pair there, and a 4, 5 pair there, and a 6, 7 pair there. There's 5, 6 here, which makes this a 4. There's 5, 6 here, which makes that a 7. In fact, I can finish everything but the 1, 2 pair in this box now. That's not a 3, so that's now a 1, 3 pair. 5 and 6 are there. How's that ground to a halt? Right, there must be something similar going on. Yes, 1 and 2 are there, so they're not here. So that's a 1, 2 pair. That's a 6, 7 pair. It's the same digits in the opposite corner. 4, 5 there. 3, 8, 9, triple in the other cells. Again, a 1-2 pair there. Oh, I see, they work all the way around the grid, don't they? That 1-2 pair stop that. Right, yes. That's how this is genuinely approachable. You just have to spot that relationship, which I was struggling with. So they're not 9, that's a 9. That's a 5, in fact. Along the bottom, that can't be 2 or 3, it's 6 or 7. So this is a 2-3 pair that we can write in. That's now an 8-9 pair. That's a 5-1 pair that are resolved by the 1-3. 3-4 are up here. Oh yes, look, this happens all the way around. 5-6 are there. That's a 7. 3 fixes the 8 down here. That's a 4-6 pair, but we know that 4 is in row 6 there. 6, 7 are resolved. 5 needs to be there. We need a 7 over here and a 1. That's fixed to 1. Yeah, it's almost pointing the way all the time now, this puzzle. Very neat. Very neatly done. Bit of work. 6 and 5. So box 6 just completely filled in a moment there. Because we had all the other indications from earlier. Right, 2 and 8. 4 and 5. We get a 5 in the middle, just Sudoku that. 8 and 9 was resolved by a given digit. 6, 7 pair there. So this is a 4, 9, 1 triple. 1, 7, 6 across the middle. That one is a 1. So we can do the 7 and 6. Now I'm battling against yielding to another coughing fit. But I'm closing in on a finish, so hopefully I can get through. 6 and 7. 1 and 2 and 6 and 5. There we go. So 3 minutes 36. So I think my times were probably fine apart from the first puzzle. Even on the second, yeah, 5:23, 2:39. Yeah, I raced through the others. Whether I doubt that 8 minutes and 4 seconds will get me the 2 hats on the first puzzle, but a bit of a waste because my times on the others were great. But Philip did me again, as he so often does, and with a puzzle with my name on it. So that's what happens when gas has your name on it, and probably serves me right. Fantastic set of puzzles, as always. I love doing the gas on this channel. It really is a gas, and thanks very much to the constructors, and thank you for watching as always. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.